자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. 자, NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 디트로이트 피스톤즈 경기 1월 6일 경기 플레이 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. LA 레이커스 홈 경기이고요. 경기 들어가 보도록 하겠습니다.
Happy New Year! We're tipping off 2020 by helping you with 2K20. We have expert tips, winning tips, and everything you need to know about play calling. Plus, of course, your
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. And we'll see LeBron James playing in this one. He's made no secret he wants to be the first billionaire athlete.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as C.
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for LeBron.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. And it's Brown in at the point. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3, the small forward. Clark right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult. But as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what's an ache and a pain and something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
Griffin finds Brown. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
James in the post. Pass to McGee. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
Very tough hoop there from McGee. Even though he's in tight, guys, it takes a lot of focus to convert over that kind of defense.
Now here's Brown. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Griffin trying to get open, and it's Drummond missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Here's Kennard. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. And stolen by James. to the paint. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Here's Kennard. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. The three ball. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis
시작은
just entering
좋네요.
his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what
오,
he's
나이스.
already accomplished thus far.
And they get it back. Griffin. Drummond trying to get himself free. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable. And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Kennard, the pass to Brown. Left side, Griffin. Pass to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
나이스. 데이비스랑 르브론의 합작.
In the NBA, split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Here's Kennard. Back to Brown.
Oh.
Now the pass to Griffin. The kick out to Brown. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Caldwell Pope finds James. Gets to the corner and
역시 제임스.
LeBron's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Bradley drives in.
그렇지.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for
점수
you?
많이
I'd
걸리는데?
go with your
초반
colleague in
1쿼터부터?
mind.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. Now, here's Rose. Last time out, he had 14 points. Morris outside. And nothing is falling for him right now. Bradley kicks to Cook. Here's Kuzma. Gets it to go
Nice,
from
Kuzma
beyond the arc.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Lakers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
That one falls.
But, you know, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
Lakers leading by 13. Here is Cook. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Rose. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Doumbouya. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three.
Here's Kuzma. Offline with his three. Pistons trail by 12. Rose looking around.
Boy, Rose plays with an angry physicality, which is really hard to match up against.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Some changes for the Lakers. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Bradley. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Frazier, he's checked in for the Pistons. And both free throws good for Rose.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rose with some nice D. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. A shot by Frazier, no good. Los Angeles leading by 10. Caruso, the pass to Howard. Right side, Rondo. Passes to Caruso. Back to Rondo. Here's Kuzma. Davis inside. Stolen by Rose. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing. Andre Drummond says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this.
And, you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Wood. Derrick Rose is out there with Frazier. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Doumbouya in at the 3. Frazier. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Rondo over to the left wing. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Davis finds Rondo. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 13.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." That's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Pistons trail by 13. Frazier with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First free throw is good.
And, guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Kyle Kuzma. And Detroit with a change here, too. Brown's checked in. James kicks to McGee. Out to the right wing. Rondo. Off target from three-point range. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
And here's Frazier. Pass to Drummond. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pistons trail by 12. Frazier outside. There's the dish to Griffin. The putback. It's good on the putback.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Griffin. No good with the wing jumper.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Count that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden. In part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Kennard. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Pistons trail by 18. Brown with it. He's picked up by James. They need this. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
분위기가 완전 벌써 넘어왔는데 디트로이트 아까 8점 차까지 따라올 때까지만 해도 하더니 이제 사이가 완전 떨어졌네.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And the Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And then
좋다.
Griffin with the dunk.
Yes, he does, Kevin. Love seeing Griffin finish with power at the rim. Awesome at throwing it down when he's in this deep.
Here is Cook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the dunk by LeBron.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And it's Brown missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bradley passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Down low. Snell from outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Snell's got 5 now.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for James. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Green. And a different look here for the Pistons. Markieff Morris is checked in for Drummond. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. Doumbouya is checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Rose in for Bruce Brown. Pistons trail by 21. Rose in the post. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's just strong, tough action from Rose there. Staying in control and getting the job done with authority.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Galloway. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. 22 is their biggest lead. And here's Bradley from 3. It's hauled in by Wood.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side Rose. That one doesn't drop. Davis kicks to Bradley. They get it again. And Howard with the stuff.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Here's Rose. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 1 half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal after a sub. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. Brown, LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Griffin dishes to Brown.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
They get the rebound. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Kennard kicks to Brown. Here's Griffin. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the
야,
layup.
데이비스 앞에
Griffin's got 6.
그냥
And how
넣어버리네.
about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. Davis kicks to LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Davis.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this
야,
franchise goes from
그리핀
here.
자유투도 못 넣어.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. We know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in
아,
moderation.
블락당이네.
But I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Brown, the pass to Griffin. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive, and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it, too.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. And Detroit with a change here, too. Frazier, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Pistons. Their next game is in San Francisco. So road game with the Warriors. That'll be game 5 of 7 on the road.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. Shot by Frazier, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Brown dishes to Drummond. And foul on the shot, so he'll get
오,
a chance at the
데이비스
line.
파울 4개째야.
Well, you look at the former
조심해야겠는데?
All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Pistons. Rose comes in for Bruce Brown. Pistons trail by 18. Here's Kennard. To the inside, Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with Forrest Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Oh, that's blocked. It's stolen by Rose.
아하.
2 of 7 from 3. 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 2 of 7 from 3 Passes it to Drummond. Back to Rose. Here's the three. And that one is off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
And there's the foul. They were going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook comes in for Rajon Rondo. Detroit also making some changes. Wood, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Doumbouya comes in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Frazier. Morris kicks to Rose. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
You know what? You can see the confidence Rose has in being able to just catch and shoot it and get it up quickly.
It's stolen by Rose. Pass to Morris. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Here's Bradley to the wing right side. Cook, the pass to Howard. Kicks it out to Bradley. Pass to Kuzma. Howard with it. 5 on the clock. Back to Cook. There's the steal. And there's the pass to Doumbouya. Rose can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 14. And it's Cook missing. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 16-7 run. Rose against Bradley. From 13, Rose, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Doumbouya passes to Rose. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rose has got 14 points.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And he banks it away. He's got 16.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense.
아깝다. 야, 12점까지 따라갔네.
Los Angeles Lakers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
All we got to do is move the basketball. The ball will find the right person, right? Get it from side to side. Don't force it.
I think you can tell he wants his guys to work harder specifically in how they pass the ball.
I mean, it's just basic basketball. When you swing the ball around the floor, it's going to open up.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Tony Snell. Wood out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Rose. And it's Galloway in at the 2-guard spot. Snell dishes to Galloway. Here's Cook. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 14. And it's Rose with the ball for the Pistons. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from James.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Lakers leading by 14. Pass to Cook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shots good by Green.
And Green is a world-class sniper. Laser. An excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Cook. Then for the Pistons, Drummond's checked in for Morris. Blake Griffin comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Bruce Brown in for Langston Galloway. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. James in the post. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Rose against
3점에
James.
무너지나 디트로이트.
Outside Rose. Brown outside. Pass to Snell. 6 to shoot. Over Caldwell Pope. Tries again and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Howard, and he converts the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And he recovers it. And it's Rose missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Detroit making a switch here. Kennard's checked in.
Kentavious
다시
Caldwell
순식간에
Pope, his
점수 다
defensive
벌려버리네.
quickness sets him apart.
Down low and stolen by Howard.
오, 하워드 오늘 장난 아닌데?
The shot misses. The Pistons go the other way with it. Pass to Griffin.
오히려
Looking to end
주전인
the run.
맥기보다 훨씬 더 잘하는 것
The
같아,
Lakers
하워드가.
with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. On the wing, Brown.
이 정도면 이 경기도 잡았죠. 지금 2분 정도, 뭐 3분 정도 남았긴 한데 이거 역전당할 점수는 절대 아니기 때문에.
Inside, Griffin with the steal. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mark the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players.
주전
It's a
멤버
two-way
다
street,
뺐어.
but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond.
아, 역시 맥이.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale
피지컬로
McGee, doing a
그냥
nice job
제압해버리네.
working on the glass there.
The pass to Doumbouya. The kick out to Frazier. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 19-6 run. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Frazier scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Doumbouya. He gets that one. LA's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Passes it to Daniels. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. McGee inside. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Pistons.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's Frazier with the ball for Detroit.
디트로이트도 벤치 멤버로 다 바꾼 것
32
같은데.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Daniels out of hand on it, but he gets it back. And McGee kicks to Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Doumbouya passes to Mikhailuk. Unable to get that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Now here is McGee. No good there. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here.
23점 차. 대승 거뒀네. 초반에 벌려놓은 게 그래도 끝까지 좀 유지가 돼서 다행이에요. 중간에 한 8점 차까지 하고 2쿼터 때 역전당을 뭐 많이 따라잡고 있었는데 그때마다 이제 르브론이 득권시켜주니까 확실히 이기기가 쉽네요.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
자, 이렇게 해서 NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 디트로이트 피스톤즈 1월 6일 경기 플레이 해봤고요. 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.